Welcome to episode 79, you guys, of the Big Messy Bun. If you're on video, you are going to see some sweet braids that I have in my hair. I did this hair out of default last week. So you guys know last week I talked about my allergies kicking my ass royally. Well, today, if you are on the video, you will see a summer hairdo that I found for myself that keeps my hair out of my face. It's so fun. And these braids can be like washed out and just left. Like I don't have to actually unbraid them. I found a way to wash them and keep everything intact, you guys, without any problem. So I love easy hair and I love summer hair. So these are fun. Today though, I am coming to you and the topic is be your own hero. Be your own hero. Now, on video, I'm being distracted by my eyeball. My left eyeball is very bloodshot from the inside to the color part, whatever that's called. And yesterday I was FaceTiming my daughter and she's like, Mom, it's glowing. Like it's, and I didn't notice until I was like on the screen that it is kind of lit up in a way. But today we're going to talk about being your own hero, okay? And what does that mean to be your own hero? What does it look like? And what is it going to take? So I bought this little sign at a Dollarama that's just across from my home. And the funny story behind it is I was walking home with it. Traffic was really thick. And I do have stoplights, but I don't always trust vehicles because you just never know. Sometimes people run red lights. Sometimes there's crashes, things like that happen. So I was walking home with this and the traffic was busy. And all I could think to myself is, this is going to be freaking hilarious. Well, not hilarious, ironic. If I happen to like get crashed over like by a car and I'm holding this sign, be your own hero. But I made it home. I made it home that day, and this normally hangs in my gym. And I hang it in my gym because I want to be reminded. When I walk in my gym, boom, it's right there. I'll share a video later of where it's hung in my gym. So when I walk into my gym, it's the first thing that I see. And I'm reminded that it's up to me to show up and do my thing. It's up to me to do my workouts. It's up to me to make these choices every day. And you have choices. Now, I'm telling you right now, even if you feel like you have zero choices, I love helping find solutions for people that give you the ability to move some of your body. And if you have got lots going on and you're like, yeah, right, Katie, as if you could help me, reach out. I'm not saying I'm a miracle worker, but I'm telling you this. I have worked with a very, very, how would you say it? Elderly, a very disabled demographic for the last 20 years. And I love finding modifications and I love helping people find movement, period. I love it. I love taking someone who didn't think they could do it and then finding solutions for them. And then guess what? All I can do is guide them. And then that person must take massive responsibility for themselves and then show up and do it on repeat over and over. So what we're going to talk about today is habit creation. How do we get this damn thing to be a habit? She talks about this all the time. That's all she's been talking about for the last 30, 40 years. I just got off the phone with my stepson, Carter, and I just said to him, do you know I've been exercising regularly for 40 years? I started at about 15, 16. And I have been teaching for 36 of those years, which means I haven't really stopped. And I'm not saying that to be superhuman, but I am my own hero. And I make sure that I keep showing up because if I can, excuse me, show up for myself in this capacity, I then can show up for others and handle some of the life challenges that have come my way better because I have this strong sense of empowerment inside of me. When I'm teaching a fitness class, whether they are my 60 to 100-year-olds at the retirement home, whether you are in my online fitness class or whether you are in my app, I will say this on repeat, that you are wildly capable of doing this, but you must be the one. When I am speaking, teaching, doing this together with other humans, I remind them to hold your weights firmly. I remind them to sit up straight. I remind them to feel it. Feel like you are a hero in this workout. I sometimes will say to them, imagine you're getting paid to do this. How would you show up if someone was paying you $1 million to do your workout? How would you show up for yourself? Would you saunter in and be like, oh man, this is so hard. Why am I doing this? It's so boring. No, you would walk in like a badass. You would be like, I am ready. It is going to be good. We are here to do this. We are going to crush it. All of those things. That's exactly what I want you to do. And am I fortunate because I have a wild imagination? I sure am. And I just have been doing a timeline of my life. So this is this little side nugget. I have a counselor who I've been chatting with once a month, and she just recently had me write out my timeline of my life. And I'm telling you, from a very small age, I knew I loved to impact those around me. From a very young age, I loved making people laugh. My nickname as a child was Hazel Ham because I was a ham. I was always making people laugh. Now, I'm not going to get into my family life right now, but it wasn't always because life was so joyous and easy and she was just a silly little kid. Sometimes there was other reasons that made that ham show up. But whatever it is, she developed this incredible imagination. So when I train my clients, when we're in the middle of something, even this morning at the retirement home, I will say to them, we're doing shoulder press. We're going up and down, shoulder press. I will say to them, imagine you're holding 20 pounds. You're placing a box up on a top shelf in your suite, whatever you're doing. When we're in on my online Zoom classes, I will say to them, we're doing a skater move, or we're doing squats, or we're doing deadlifts, or we're doing something. I will say to them, imagine you're at the Olympics and you are in like the finals, or imagine you're trying out for a team and you want to make that team. Does this stuff sound crazy to you? Does it? If it does, you are probably normal. But I'm telling you something. You've got to use that imagination sometimes. Not every workout do I want to show up and be my own hero. Not every single time am I motivated. Come on, guys. Excuse me. I've not always been, and I'm still not always motivated. There's times I've really got to pull it together to get her done. I've got to pull out all the stops. I got to do up my hair. I got to put on a good shirt. I got to listen to the music. I got to drink some pre-workout. I got to call 3 friends. I got to listen to a song. Like sometimes like that's what it takes. But I'm telling you, you've got to keep doing it. Not every day is going to be easy. Not every day. But if you want to really significantly change your health, you've got to start. You've just got to start and understand, this is a journey. You're the hero of your journey. It is not a race. And I'm going to tell you why. In the word journey, I know you're going to be blown away, is the word joy. Joy at the end. In the word race, I can't spell the word joy in race, but there's joy in the journey. And you've got to create this for yourself. Because if you just are racing to the next, you're going to be exhausted. For one thing, doing a race is exhausting. Now, let's just be smart here and let's be clear. There's going to be times when you're going to hustle hard. You got some goals. You want to do the thing. You're going to hustle. You're going to grind. And then there's days you're going to coast a little bit. Not every day has to be balls to the walls training. But every day you must make those daily deposits. Now, I'm not saying every day do you have to lift and do some cardio and do all the things. But are you putting into yourself good inputs? Meaning, are you surrounded by good humans? Like people that are like your rocket booster friends, those friends that just like, oh yes, I love being around these people. There's such great vibe. I love the vibe. Are you around those people? Are you that person for other people? Like check your bubble out, man. How's your bubble treating you? Is it a bubble that's like, oh my Lord, constantly bringing you down? Oh, like just depressing over and over? Now listen, there's times to support a friend who's going through stuff. Abso-freaking-lutely. But to take it on as your thing, over and over is exhausting, and it's not helping either you or your friend. So stop taking on their stuff, support them, love them, let them figure it out, but you keep nourishing you. Because if you lose you in the battle, then your friend has nobody to talk to, right? Nobody to lean on. So you must nourish yourself in this time. If you want to stay for the journey, if you're here for the long haul, I hope to have a long haul. I'm recording this one, which would have been my dad's 92nd birthday. But instead, the last birthday I celebrated with my dad was when he turned 56. Guys, I don't share this shit to be sad, woe is me. It's a little bit to share the wiring where I came from, okay? So I want a long journey. I'm turning 55 next week. 55. I'll be 1 year away from the age that my dad was when he died. Listen, I don't take life lightly. No, I want to maximize my time on earth. I want to live full. And part of that, I know it is my responsibility to share here with you and help you figure this out for yourself. I know that's what I'm meant to do, because every time I sit down in here and do this, or I talk in front of an audience, or I teach a class, or I'm in the elevator with someone that needs a little chit chat, I am there. I love doing this. And I know it's within me to do it because it comes so natural. So listen, on this episode here, if you are not currently moving that beautiful body of yours, you must start. Your body needs this. Your brain needs this. It's what we're supposed to do. We're not born like loaves of bread and just sit there. Do you know my little Wesley is already like wiggling and moving his arms and trying to roll over and doing all these things? That little tiny body that is 3 months old. I got excited. He's 3 months old, is already trying to do movements. Guys, we're made to move. And that Lily and Cora, they are so fast. They are going 100 miles an hour. They're going. And then somewhere along the line, I don't know, is it in our 20s, 30s, that we all start kind of like petering out? And then do we hit 40s and 50s and say, oh, let's slow down? Then we do 60s and 70s and go, oh, no, don't do that. Then we do go 80, 90, 100 and go like, fuck that. No, we're not doing that anymore. That's not the way we're doing it. It's not. You're going to be your own hero, and you're going to be your own hero forever. Your hero is going to change. Yes, she is. I am a way different person today than I was just 3 years ago. I'm way different than I was 10 years ago. I am so different now than I was 30 years ago. But one remainder in that whole equation of my life, one constant, my longest running relationship has been with myself and my workouts. And so I encourage you. Now, how do I start, Katie? I'm doing absolutely nothing right now. Well, you're going to strap on some shoes. You're going to put some earphones in, or let me play out loud. I don't care. Share me with the world that you're going to walk by, and take this big messy bun for a walk. Take episode 79 for a walk. If you're new here, you got 79 episodes to listen to. I could walk with you every day for the next 79 days. Think about that. If you are not new here and you're, oh my God, this is genius. If you're not new here and you've listened to every episode, it's time to go back and re-listen anyways. Don't you re-listen to podcasts? I do that all the time. So let's say you're here and you are not moving that beautiful body yet. You are going to go back to episode 1. Episode 1, episode 2, you're going to walk. Episode 3, you're going to lift some weights. Episode 4, episode 5, you're going to walk. Episode 6, you're going to lift some weights. Do you get the pattern? You're going to figure this out for yourself. You got 79 episodes, 79 of these papers. You should see my desk. I look like a mad scientist. Seriously, 79 times I've sat here in this chair, most of the time, encouraging you to live your life fully and go for the thing and be your hero. That was a good mic drop. That flew right across the screen. Listen, part of me being my own hero is I have enlisted the help of a beautiful soul that is my counselor. And I have a meeting with her shortly, and she just texted to see where we're at. So I want to let her know I am coming, but I am telling you, I'm coming in hot right now to remind you that you can be your own hero. You must start. Nobody's coming here to do this for you. If you're not sure where to start, listen, I have told you a million times, but I'm going to tell you a million more. Reach out today. Reach out. I am your consistent coach, period. Stamped it. I am here. I'm here to help. And I have ways to connect. Website, healthyevolution.ca. My app links are on there. Instagram, Healthy Evolution by Katie. And if you notice on Facebook and on Instagram, Katie Kirkwood. Yes, maiden name, she's back, Katie Kirkwood. So I want you to connect. I want you to reach out. This crazy chick who has been here for the last 79 episodes, this 79 episodes is just 79 weeks of my life. I have been doing this. Oh, let's do math. Let's do math while we're at it. Let's do math while we're at it, because, you know, and if it was my boys, they would know math like in their head, but I'm just going to do it the other way. So 40, oh my God, hang on a second. Oh shoot, how do we do the math? 40 times 52? Let's do 36. That's my official coaching years. 36 times 52. Okay, y'all. I've been here for the last 79 episodes with you on the Big Messy Bun. Had I started a podcast when I started teaching fitness, but there was no such thing as a podcast. I was my own podcast. I was a KATEYCAST. I was just out there casting it out to the universe long before podcasts were a thing. 1,872. Mic drop. I got a boogie. You guys, it's been a slice. See you next week.